It was back in the summer of '92, and Bob Lind, who was then the general manager of Mix 101.5, had just arrived in Raleigh. He had been the GM at the Capitol Broadcasting Station up in Baltimore, and they had done a radiothon up there. And he said, now that I'm in Raleigh and my son happens to be one of the Duke Children's patients, I want to do it in Raleigh, and I think it'll be a great addition. May of '94 was year one, and it was incredible. Most of us chose not to know the total until it was the check presented and unfurled, so to speak. It was $125,000, and it still chokes me up remembering that moment of like, whoa, we thought 25 was doable, but not absolutely. And we've grown many, many times past that in the 28 years to the point where we've finished 28 years and crossed the 20 million mark.
So we started here in 2016, and we've been involved with it the last 7 years, and it's just been one of our favorite events that we've done every single year.
It's a beacon of hope in people's darkest hour. So the fact that I'm involved in that I am so truly honored.
There's no bigger community outreach than Duke Children's Radiothon. For us, we're able to trigger so many people in our listening audience, all to come together for one common goal, and that is to support kids.
The fact that all these families have come to tell their story, have made the effort, some drive hours to come to our studio. They've lived through hell and they show up every year to tell it again. And for me, I can't help but to show up for someone who's willing to put that kind of energy out.
My wife had twins and they were born at 26 weeks, and we were rushed to Duke to have the babies, and I honestly believe, this is how I am so involved with Duke Children's now. If it hadn't been for the hospital, I don't think my twins would be here. I know what they've gone through. I know where they're talking about in the hospital. I know what doctors they're talking about. After all these years and all these listeners that tune in to hear these tough stories from these families and the patients, and that they're moved enough to reach into their wallet and help out these families, and to think that we can raise $20 million for this hospital, it just blows my mind.
My biggest takeaway, my biggest pride is that there are that many people in our community that gave something. The appreciation that the community has for what we bring kids across North Carolina will be there.
One year we had mid 600,000s, which was incredible because I remember working that 48 hours, that 24 hours of broadcasting, and it's just conversation after conversation, patients and families sharing these incredible stories. And then you finally get to that moment. That energy is just spectacular when you get a reveal, wow, that donation is going right towards these families and individuals that we've been talking about the last couple days. And I think about the amount of miracles that Duke can continue to create because of the money that the Radiothon's raising every single year.
We just love the children. Who doesn't want to raise money for kids? And so the fact that I'm part of a legacy that's been going on for so many years and has done so much good, it's honestly one of the proudest parts of my life.
There's so many people that have been part of Mix 101.5 that have brought it to where we have it now. So to stand on their shoulders, to be able to raise this money and continue to do good work for this hospital that is so deserving, it's everything.